So, 50 Cent, how are you?
I'm good. I'm excited about being out here. You know, my new album, I Self Destruct, is coming out. I'm faster than I thought it would. We thought it was coming on the 23rd. It's coming on the 16th.
I was going to ask you about that. I mean, with the whole internet leaking and everything now, like, what is that a blessing and a curse at the same time? I mean,
I think it's a blessing because now they get a chance to know what it is. Like, and people were surprised with it, and the response to it on the web has been great. Away from that, it hasn't. There's some positive pros and cons to it.
Right.
You know what I mean, like, because when they see it and they speak so highly of it, I felt like it doesn't actually hurt the project. And I just had an additional 4 weeks. Of marketing and promoting it before it actually came out. So I don't think it's bad. And because it leaked in its entirety, I'm not upset with it because they understand my vision for the project. Like if it went out in pieces, then they would be unsure of it. But
I feel like you're a perfectionist. How do you feel like you know for sure when an album is done and ready to go?
when I can actually hear the singles.
Okay.
When the record is playing, from my perspective too, it's different from each artist.
Yeah.
Like if I actually sung on records, they'll resent me for it. After a while, they go, "Oh, 50 singing on these records," and that's what I want to hear from Drake.
Right.
You know, like, it's different artists that I want to hear different things from that's not acceptable for myself. If M decided he wanted to wear a dress in his next music video as a gag, it'll be fine.
Right.
You know, it's just nobody have a problem with it. Me, I do that, they kill me for that.
Right.
You know, be finished.
So what made you decide to come out with this movie to coincide with the release of the album?
I had additional time. You know, like I tried to launch this record in December last year, and the difference was there was a point that I was actually making up 70% of the successful music at Interscope Records, and I was complaining about the growth of the actual music at radio. So in response to me complaining, they gave me additional marketing dollars for a radio staff.
Okay.
And that would have been great if it was non-recoupable.
Okay.
But because it was recoupable, they just really gave me more responsibility to go do radio.
Right.
You know, and I figured it out. So my records, we work them till they're about 500 spins before the mothership kicks in and they start to actually work it. And I started Get Up because I'm on a clock. Like I usually come around the same time every time. So I came 2003, Get Rich, 2005, The Massacre, and then 2007 with the Curtis Project. And I was trying to drop that album that December. And when I did it, was at the same time that Interscope was releasing 60% of their staff. The other major record companies did also, but because my system was going through that, the people that I had support from that was in new media that encouraged me to go towards thisis50.com were now my product managers. So their job functions were completely changing, and they were in a new space and finding themselves there while we had to kind of regroup, and then I Get It In came, and that record actually leaked out.
Right.
So Dre, I had him mix the record because I felt like I was going to lose it. And there was another record out that had the same chorus because it was someone else. Original Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Because someone else had it, someone else had the same concept and idea, and I didn't want to lose it, so I was like, yo, just mix it and put it out so it sounds good.
Right.
But we never shot a music video for it, and then after we actually sat down and we had the conversation that we had on every album that I've launched successfully.
Yeah.
Myself, M, Dre, Paul, Jimmy, DJ, a few people, we end up at Jimmy's house to play the music, and we'll figure out what's the first single, what's the second single, and what's the actual plan with the rest of the project. And then we launched Baby by Me.
Love the video, by the way.
It feels great, right?
Love the choice for the leading lady, Kelly.
Kelly. And you know what's interesting is that happened one day before the video.
Really?
Wait,
did you have anyone else in mind before her?
Well, what's her name? Sophia Varga?
Oh, yeah. Vargara, whatever. She's hot.
Yeah, we reached out to her, and her schedule didn't allow her to do it.
Yeah.
And I saw Kelly at the actual award show. She was actually there also. I presented with Sophia. And Kelly went on right behind us. So it would be really high if I could get Kelly to do it. And then I didn't want to put pressure on her, so I just got her manager's information and called them.
Oh, look at you being professional.
Yeah.
So someone like you feel like you would rather go, you know, so you didn't want to have to put her on the spot. So you
Right.
find,
Like,
oh, that's good.
It's just tough for you to say no. Like, if
Right,
I'm there and
totally.
I'm like, yo, I really want you to be my girl, please.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
has anyone ever done that to you before? You, oh, I gotta work with you. Let's do it.
yeah, they
like,
do all the time. I say yeah and then never do it. You know, I'm like, yeah, don't worry
sure,
about it.
yeah, call me. You'll hear from my people. So you have Before I Self Destruct, which is now dropping on November 16th.
Right.
And then you have a Greatest Hits album. Is
The
that
greatest-
your last album commitment with Interscope? What's going on
Yeah, the
after
greatest
that?
hits would be me fulfilling the 5-album requirement.
And
then we gotta renegotiate. You
Okay.
know? I have, like most artists, have things that I could point out that the system does wrong or not exactly the way I'd like to do it. And I just have to take into consideration that all the success that I have or I can make reference to has happened at Interscope Records. You know, so it's a lot of positive things that happen there at the same time while we have some confusion at different points.
Yeah. Which happens usually. There's
With anybody.
creative
That's why,
differences, right.
that's why Prince's name is a symbol.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like,
You're
yeah.
right. You're right.
It's interesting. Like most artists will have, if you have enough success, they'll have issues with the actual company at some point.
Right. What about one more question I forgot to ask you about Detox? What's the deal?
I don't
Everyone's
know.
dying to know, and I know you've been working on it. So
I don't even know like what's going on with the detox. The last I spoke to Dre, he was actually not mixing my records because he was working on the detox.
okay.
And then we finally got him to mix the records, and then he's, I think he's back in there producing records for it, but I haven't heard very much. I think it was 5 or 6 songs that he actually recorded.
Okay.
So, but that was a long time ago, so he probably
Yeah.
has a lot more by now.
I
But
hope so.
I've been recording for the detox 2 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. We've been waiting for it for longer than that. Well, thank you so much, and good luck with the album and the movie and everything. And you know it's going to be a success. And keep yourself in the news and
Thank
on
you.
your web. Keep up your website. Your website's amazing. I love
It was
it.
a pleasure.
Thank you so much.